but I went to go see Superman, and I just wanted to just brief. I enjoyed myself with it. I'm a big Superman fan. It's kind of funny. Like, I always feel like a nerd when I reveal this, but like Superman is my favorite superhero. Like, he's always been my favorite superhero. Even like when I felt like me personally have failed to live up to those expectations, I've always felt like someone trapped in the Joker, but who desired to one day be a Superman. Mm-hmm. Like, that's how I've always looked at myself in the mirror. Like, I've always looked up to just what the principles of Superman were. And I do want to say, like, this movie encapsulated what I feel like makes for a Superman movie. And a Superman movie, to me, in its truest sense, is an individual who has the power to do something, but chooses not to for sheer, like, humbleness and the type of person he was. I think this Superman, like, totally shows that in that regard, where it's like, yeah, he could be this mean bully, take people out, you cross him, he destroy, and he doesn't do that. Like, he understands the situation so well in real time. And like I said, I was a big fan of this movie. I was glad I got to see it with my nephew. I think he really enjoyed it too. And like I said, I'm not mad at David Cornsweet, man. You did your thing, big dog. Appreciate that. James Gunn. We talked about the movie beforehand, thinking that monkey scene was going to be like a big part or a big like point of the movie, plot point in the movie. Mm-hmm. It wasn't. It was literally like a gag. Like 2 seconds. Yeah, you just saw the monkeys typing and it was over with. Like, a lot of that stuff that people were trying to do to hate the film, overblown. Way overblown.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. From what I saw, the most is the like themes in the movie and how political they were. Mm-hmm. So do you think that, like, from somebody who actually watched the movie, do you think that it was like political and like woke?
Like, everybody kept trying to say that. Honestly, I did not feel like this Superman movie was woke at all. Like, to me, the elements that a lot of people try to pull out from it is like, oh, this was a pro, Palestinian movie or pro whatever.
Mm-hmm. It was what I saw was it was anti-Israel.
Yeah, anti-Israel movie. And to me, besides the one scene that was familiar with the 2018 border resistance that occurred actually in real life, besides that one scene, it was very, very vague. And to me, the real question wasn't a Palestine, Israel, Russia, Ukraine thing. It was just that war was bad. Mm-hmm. And for y'all to call that woke is insane. Like, war being bad has been the mainstream since we made a song saying, war, what is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again now. But, we have been saying that war is bad. Being anti-war that's literally been Superman. That's always been his stick. So for people to say that, the idea that it's a reflection of real life, again, besides that last scene in the third act, to say it's a reflection only shows how far off the rocker reality is gone. So another point that people may say, like, is very the same is in the movie, Lex Luthor is promised a part of the land that they're about to conquer. And he changes the name to like Lex Luthor or something like that. He changes the name and names the country after him. And people will say,
which is something Lex would do for sure.
But that was something Trump did, where he did that AI of the Gaza Strip, where he was showing all those Trump signs and saying, we're going to make it into a resort. We're going to turn Gaza into a resort. That's because the nigga is a super villain crazy in real life. Not because this movie was written 3 years ago. They were not saying, oh, we're making fun of Trump and Elon Musk. These men have embodied the ideas of criminals.
Yes. Of not criminals, villains.
Yes, super villains.
Yeah, they're not criminals are mind pop at this point. They're villains. And I feel like people have people think that this is anti-Israel because this is the conflict that is top of mind.
Mm-hmm. And if anything, the conflict has more similarities to the Russia-Ukraine. And so that's why I said, like, I think this is where guys, back in the day when I used to go watch movies, people would look at the world and then write a story that was somewhat similar to different elements around the world.
Yes.
So they weren't talking about one thing. They were just talking about things that they were seeing.
And the climate has been, World War III is upon us for a while now.
Yeah.
So that's probably what they're pulling from. Very eerie inspiration.
Yeah, they're pulling from, just like I said, what's going on in the world. And I also hate to break this to you too, for all you clowns hating on a Superman movie, that's always been what Superman's done. He's fought against a ton of people politically. Like the old Superman used to beat up landlords.
I wish he still did that.
You know what I'm saying? Like this nigga used to go beat up the slumlords. But y'all wouldn't know that because y'all don't read Superman.
Okay, so another thing I kind of saw was he kind of like a in the
No, I hated that people were saying that. Like this idea that Superman goes all out 100% at every fight is a myth that was created with the Zack Snyder ideals.
Well, we know that. Because my husband's a nerd, he makes me watch stuff all the time and like Superman cartoons and stuff like that. We just watched a movie the other day, an old ass movie where this man held back his power until the last possible moment. I was like, you could have ended this ages ago.
But
he does that all the time.
Like there was a Justice League animated series that used to come on, and there was a scene where Superman fought Darkseid for essentially the last time on the show, and he says, "When it comes to you, I go all out. I'm holding back with mostly 80%, 90% of the people that I fight. With you, I don't." Like Superman, Darkseid is what makes Superman into a Karen. Like that's the only person, that's the only entity that can turn Superman out of his body. So I don't expect that from any other person except Darkseid. Mm-hmm. So this idea that people were just kind of painting around Superman, I feel like it stems from being poisoned with a little bit of the Snyder run, even though I love the Snyder cut. Like I love all of the Snyder Batman, Superman movies. Those are dope movies to me.
We are a Snyder household.
I love the Snyder cut, but I understand what Snyder was doing was a deconstruction. He was asking the question of how does someone of this great power become this person of hope? And a lot of people don't like that because the expectation is Clark Kent, Superman is hope embodied.
Sometimes it's a little bit frustrating when you don't get the fully powerful, thought out being, and you get like the person that's building up to be who you know that they're gonna be.
And then Superman, they say it in the beginning of the movie, this is his first fight that he's lost. He lost it to himself. It was a clone, nigga. Like, what are we talking about? The nigga lost to himself. It wasn't like he lost to a new nigga. Like, I'm just sitting here like, what are y'all niggas talking about? This nigga pussy. He lost to himself.
There was a clone in this movie?
Yeah.
I need to go see this movie.
So there's an Ultraman
I know
figure.
that's happened in the comics like more than
Ton style,
more than once.
Like,
Superman gets mind controlled and cloned all the time.
Yes, Lex Luthor is like makes it his business to clone Superman. He did one where Superboy is his DNA and Superman's DNA into somebody.
Gay.
That was
You're
very
obsessed.
Gay. You want to have a baby with Superman.
You're sick. Obsessed, Lex. It's scary.
In this movie, though, Lex Luthor was, I want to say, one of his best performances of a Lex Luthor. Like, he was so true in his feelings for Superman, and you got that the entire time. There was no like, oh, maybe we can work to. He's like, no, you make me feel small. And you gotta die for that. Like, you gotta even die, nigga. Like, for real.
Okay, so the parents, like, I saw things about like how heavy the parents' reveal was and like their intentions.
Yeah. So what happened was generally because of Marlon Brando. This is really why. Marlon Brando in the original Superman movies, he was a big deal because he was a big actor at the time, and having him in this movie was a big deal.
Let me see who Marlon Brando is because I know that name. I know that's a white man. Yeah. Okay, I just need to know which white man it is. Let me look it up, and you can.
That's the white man. Richard Pryor used to suck Marlon Brando's.
I don't like that rhetoric. Don't say that. Take that out. Cut that out.
That's the one.
I just don't like it. If Marlon Brando was sucking Richard Pryor, then we could say that on the podcast. But I don't like that flip. That's a black king, and you can't do that to him.
He's the reason why a lot of reason why modern day people take Jor-El to be such an important figure in Superman's mythos. What they did in this movie is they had
Jor-El?
Yeah, that's a Superman's biological father.
Oh, okay.
Jor-El, yeah. So what they did is they had
sound like a black man. Jor-El? Is it not Jael or something?
Jor-El.
Jor-El?
Yeah, because Superman's name is Kal-El.
This nigga's name is Jor-El.
Yeah.
Jor-El Jackson.
No, L is his last name.
Oh.
like Kal-El. That's their last name. So they have Bradley Cooper be Superman's father in this movie. And
don't like that.
It was a woman from Westworld. I forgot her name.
Needs to be more rugged.
But it doesn't really matter because they're only in for a short bit.
It doesn't matter.
In the movie, Lex Luthor exposes the second part of Superman's damaged note from his parents, in which they instruct him to basically be a Viltrumite and conquer Earth and have a harem of women. Like that's
so that you can bring the people back. If you're the last of us, you need to everything. Everything.
So that pretty much turns the entire world against Superman, because now instead of them feeling like he's this hero of justice, they feel like, oh, you've been massaging us to a point to where you can weaken us and then come in and do what you want.
He could have been did what he wanted.
Essentially, but they don't understand that. They don't see it like that. They see it like he's working into a plan.
Okay.
Because that's how Lex Luthor presented to him. And I want to say that was probably the only thing about that movie that made me feel like an idiot, because the whole time they keep telling us it's real like 5 times. And I'm just like, nah, we're going to find out it was fake. Like, that's not what they did. But they did it. They let it go. They let that's canon. In this,
so his parents actually gave him those instructions.
Yeah, they was like, you need to come
but
back.
that makes sense.
From his mama was like, you need to get a bunch of wives and regrow the population of Krypton.
Yes, with the strongest other species that you know, so that you cannot water down our powerful kryptonite genes.
Well, no, they wasn't saying
if my
like that.
son,
she wasn't telling him to go find Wonder Woman. He was telling him to go just regular human women.
Just go on something.
Yeah.
Oh, not just something. Everything.
Yes.
No. I would have gave my son the same instructions if he was the last of us.
Yeah, but it's problematic because there's like, it doesn't feel like consent was a part of it. Like it wasn't feel like that was something that was a necessary requirement for
if
them.
you can live for as long as a kryptonite can live. No, I'm saying you can only deal with women who give you consent.
Okay, so I'm trying to see where
like
you're
you don't have to do the grapey shit. Like you have enough time to get consent and revitalize fruitfully the correct way.
The correct way. When they call you the king,
plus,
nigga, like there's no correct way.
You see what Clark Kent look like? That's prime white milk.
That's alien milk.
That's prime white man milk. He's like, he's gonna clean up. Go to Arizona one time. Okay, so my next question: how was the CGI?
I don't think it was that bad at all. Honestly, there was elements there that I guess some people could have looked better. Like there was Metamorpho, who was part of that. He can turn himself into any kind of element. I think there was room for him to look better. Mm-hmm. But besides that,
I think they probably should have given someone who can morph into anything a slightly bigger budget.
I mean, it's not that the budget wasn't bigger. It's just
if it didn't look good, the budget wasn't big enough. Well, that's what I think.
It's not that it didn't look good. It's just in the comics, his face is drawn a little bit smoother, and I think they wanted to give it texture and make it look a little realer. So I think that's why it did. I just feel like a smoother face wouldn't have been as jarring because it was a dark room to me.
I hate when they do that. Just give us what we know.
I'm not mad at it.
It's the same shit with Sonic. Just give us what we know. Y'all wasted so much money trying to make something new when we just want what we know.
No, but it's comic accurate. I'm not saying that it's not. It's just
Metamorpho.
Yeah, when you look at him, it can just be jarring in regards to it, just because I've never seen him in live action before. This is the first time I've ever seen him in live action. So it would, like I said, that the CGI with Crypto, it had moments where it did look a little rough. But one of the things I was upset with, but that's not what he looked like in the movie.
Oh, I was about to say, this look good. What are you talking about? Okay.
That's not what he looked like in the movie. But the Crypto part, I wasn't mad at it. And I actually kind of enjoyed what they were doing with it. But for the fact of that there was scenes and footage shown where y'all punched the fuck out that dog and y'all didn't show it to us because of the screenings beforehand, the prior screenings saying they didn't.
Nobody wants to see animal abuse.
It's not animal abuse. It's a super dog.
But it's a dog.
Man, that dog should have got his shit punched in.
I saw something about the super dog. So Crypto.
Yeah, Crypto.
So they said that Superman made it his mission to rescue Crypto because if Kara sensed that Crypto was in danger, she would have destroyed the entire planet.
100%. 100%. 100%.
And I love that Kara is so much stronger than Kal-El, but Kal-El is still lit. Like I want I just wish Supergirl had like more of a bigger fan base, but she's a girl, so
Her movie's coming out next year.
okay.
So the end of this movie ended with her coming back to Earth and picking up Crypto because Crypto was her dog. So that's where she comes back in, and they give a little exposition where he says she goes to planets with red suns so she can get drunk and party. And so then she comes back, and then she ends up reminding me a lot of you when you drink. Like, she came in with a lot of energy.
Powerful. Yo, my friend.
Talking trash.
My friend was like, girl, I don't know how your skinny ass slipped away from me as powerfully as you did.
A little snaky.
Yeah. She was like, you were like butter. Like, I was like, yeah.
And then
that's why I'm running.
And then she called Superman a bitch at the end of it.
Good. Yes, I love that energy. Oh my God.
I think next year when we go see Supergirl, I think it was Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, but I think it's just Supergirl now. Once we go see, and it's the girl from Game of Thrones, the dragon show.
Oh,
Mally or Melee.
I don't know her name. Was Daenerys?
No, not Daenerys. The girl in the new one, the Dragons show. The one that we seen.
Oh, the
younger daughter.
Oh, okay.
When she was the younger queen, her.
Okay, period. Yeah.
She's going to be playing Supergirl. So I think it's going to be really good. I think it's going to be a lot of change of pace from that. I hope that they take some of the elements. This is my theory that I want to see. I want to see her distress and her conflict stem from the fact of when she came to Earth, she knew what the game plan was, but saw how Clark took to the planet. And so it messed her up because now her whole goal and mission was to help him get laid and do all this and take over the Earth. And now she can't do that anymore. And now they protecting the Earth. And she also remembers everything that happened on Krypton. And so she's conflicted.
Also, why is she not getting like busted up into? If Kal-El
By her cousin?
No. By anything. Like if Kal-El got that message, why didn't she get that same message? Also, why is she not fucking her cousin?
That's crazy.
No, but like if we're
I'm pretty sure incest works on Krypton.
But is the baby gonna not be strong as shit if it's incest?
It could be the reverse if it's incest.
We don't know how incest works on Krypton. Their genetics are completely different. It might create a super kryptonite.
Superman said in the comics that the only reason he wouldn't marry Supergirl was because on Krypton, marrying your cousin is illegal.
Okay, so genetically, that's probably not a good idea. If it's illegal on Krypton, because they wouldn't make it illegal if it wasn't a bad thing.
My thing is this too: is we don't know Kryptonian physiology.
I'm not for incest, by the way. It's just like if we're the last two remaining of our species,
this is gonna make
we might just have to repopulate with some from babies. I don't know.
That was insane. But I was just gonna add to that was, if her physiology is anything similar to a human and how she carries, then it wouldn't behoove her to get fucked on because she can only hold one child or maybe two children at a time. So it would behoove her to assist him in laying his
and then fuck his kids.
Okay. That's insane, yo.
When they get of age, obviously, not when they children.
That's insane, yo.
This is only in a dire situation of like where you have to repopulate your species. This is not just like everyday la-di-da for me, you know?
The last
like
Kryptonian.
this is the like you're the last human and the only other person is your cousin. You're gonna have to fuck your cousin. I'm sorry. Am I bugging?
Sometimes the planet blows up for a reason. It's like, no, we're not supposed to be here no more. Let's just enjoy our time while we're here and then call it a day, yo.
Because if the planet died because of us,
maybe
let's just die.
Maybe we suck. Like,
let's just live it up until we can't, and then just die.
Maybe we just don't need to exist in that capacity.
But if it was an outside source that made this end,
maybe they knew something we didn't. You know, maybe they knew something we didn't.
You just team not fucking your cousin, which is crazy for a.
All right, was there anything else you had any questions about?
So Snyder versus Gunn. Who did you enjoy more? Who you got?
As a Superman movie and the spirit of the comic books, I would have to say James Gunn the Superman he created was a unanimously better Superman. But what Snyder was trying to do, and I think it's kind of like important, he was trying to tell a story of a character. And I said this earlier, he was trying to tell a story of how do you get to being that hopeful individual.
He was more of a world builder.
And like people try to also paint like the Snyder version was like tougher than this version of Superman, and he didn't take no nonsense and all that other stuff. I want y'all to go out and
it did seem like this Superman was a little bit more like he had a little bit more comedic relief.
He was a little bit more playful with it. I'm not going to act like he's not. But if you go back to what Zack Snyder's intention was to be for this universe, his Superman was going to raise Batman's bastard son with Lois. If that's not the most beta shit in the world, like you can't say that's weaker than this Superman. Like that was the game plan with Snyder. So no, this Superman is legit Superman. He holds it down. Like the moments, and again, I even teared up a little. I teared up a little bit in this movie when they had the scene where the little boy at the end of the movie was bringing the flag, asking for Superman to help save them, because I have seen the world and so many horrible things. Just like even today we was talking about Israel blowing up Syria, and just to see these events happen, and to wish that there was one individual who had the power to just make something different. This movie just resonated so much, and it just told why Superman is important to the zeitgeist and why we need to have this kind of Superman be told. Not the I'm a god and I need to be, conflicted about what's going on and, do the whole Jesus motif with it. It's like, no, we need an entity that's better than Jesus. Like, we need someone who isn't.
You be wildin'.
Superman is from fictional character to fictional character. Superman is 10 times better than Jesus.
Wow. Points.
I'm just being dead ass.
Bullet points. Give them to me now. How?
Okay, so Superman, if he had the power to, would not let starvation be a thing on his planet. All the things that the negative suffering that God allows on his planet, Superman actively fights against.
Okay, Superman versus Jesus on Earth.
Superman 10 times out of 10.
I might have to agree.
He's washing that little.
I think.
Like, what are you talking about,
bro? This is absolute blasphemy. But I do think that like before resurrection,
God, Superman will kill Jesus, let him resurrect, and kill him again.
Before AD, I think Superman definitely got him. I think as the AD resurrected son
of AD doesn't mean after death. It means in the year of our Lord. It's a Latin word.
Public schools taught me after death. Before Christ, after death.
I'm sorry, that's wrong.